So I guess the main thing to kick off with is that I actually had cancer a few years ago. So I was diagnosed with a myxoid liposarcoma, which is hardened fatty cells that became cancerous over time on my hip. And as somebody who was very much into like running, lifting weights, eating what are perceived as the right things, to be in a position where I'd now been diagnosed with cancer it was hard to reconcile in my head, because how do I do all the right things and still end up in this position? Cancer is a very isolating journey, and I think I was just looking for my tribe, and they found me. So their page popped up, and then I reached out and I was just like, hey, I've been diagnosed with cancer, not really sure what to do. And then they started to send me some really like nice materials that were relevant for me, because all of the literature that I was seeing was middle-aged white people, and at the time I was diagnosed, I think I was 33 or 34 when I was diagnosed, and it was really difficult to understand why this was happening to me and what changes I would experience as a Black woman. And then I realized that I needed to become the voice that I didn't have, and have the tribe that I didn't be the tribe that I didn't have when I was going through like that season of my life, to kind of navigate it, because you have your friends, you have your family, and this is not on anyone's, it's not no one's fault, but it's very much your friends and your family can't necessarily relate to you the same way somebody who's been in that position can. And then from then, when I was on the other side of it, so I've been cancer free for 3 years now.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
It's still very triggering now. The mental battles that you have to go through, they go way beyond like the physical ones you have to endure. And if you are obviously like fortunate to be on the good side of a prognosis where the evidence of the disease is gone, you still have to you have a lot of questions. Like I've always had a lot of questions. Like, how did we get here? How exactly did this happen? I just had like my most recent scans and meeting with my consultant yesterday. And even in that scenario, I'm still very triggered by the idea of going to the hospital, because it's like revisiting it. So mentally, that's a battle that I have to overcome every 6 months. I know that I really struggled with the control aspect, because this was out of my hands. I'm very like together normally. I'm very, very together, very organized, and it threw the spanner in like the works of my life. So I had to learn how to let go of things, like do the things that I could. I was still trying to lift really heavy weights when I was having treatment, and that just put me in a worse position. I ended up in hospital for something completely separate, and I'm glad I did, to be honest.
You're glad?
I am.
Okay.
I felt like I needed to give myself grace. So because